cowards, a bunch of them. So neo-Nazis decided to use racial slurs against children in front of the police. It's one of the most disgusting things you will hear this year. Here it is.
Where's your walk around this? Where's your parents? Hey, are they allowed to let these little make threats? They just making threats. Can you arrest them? Please arrest them.
They have to.
Hey, stop making threats.
They copied even through town, everybody.
Future engineers. Hey, you guys are the future engineers. Future engineers have to get escorted because they're so violent. Yeah. You got a light brain, bud.
God, I love little monkeys like that. Ours. It just shows how violent they are at a young age.
Your frontal lobe is 2 ounces lighter, bud.
With millions watching and many people benefiting from this program called Indisputable, we just need 1% of the viewers to become a paid member so we can continue to bring this content to you. Now back to the show. Let's put it up full mass. 2 Washington lawmakers are now urging Tennessee officials to take a firmer stance against the rising neo-Nazi presence in downtown Nashville. We've been here before. This call follows the harassment of 5 Black children during a recent protest march. The small but aggressive white supremacist group, these cowards, have been active for over a month, displaying Nazi salutes, chanting racist slogans, waving swastika flags, celebrating with hate songs on courthouse steps, and disrupting a Metro Council meeting with angry outbursts. Now, to the city of Nashville and the state of Tennessee. I checked. You all have decency statutes in Nashville. You all have state rules that govern the use of certain language in front of minors. Enforce them. Enforce them. Stop acting as if all of this is protected by free speech, because we know good and damn well your statutes do not say that. Put them up, city leaders. They have largely remained silent while failing to mount a response to the escalating provocations. But after the hate group targeted a group of young children, Democrat Representative Justin Jones of Nashville and Representative G.A. Hardaway of Memphis have demanded action. Quote, white nationalists verbally attacked and tried to intimidate these brilliant, beautiful, powerful young Black boys who were simply trying to play drums and simply trying to enjoy their summer break like any other child, Jones said during a news conference at the Cordell Hull Legislative Office building on July 24th. In his remarks, Jones said the resurgence of racism in Nashville was intended as an act of intimidation that regresses us to the darker chapters of our history. Now, I want to say it's not a resurgence of racism, dear brother. It is a resurgence of the public demonstration of racism. But the racism has gone nowhere, okay? There's more. The children, the boys, both of them, Rontarius and DeTonio Wilson, age 14 and 10, Command Williams, age 11, Jaquil Forrest, 9, are well known downtown for their skillful and captivating drum performances on plastic buckets. On July 20th, while the children were performing, members of the neo-Nazi group began harassing them and shouting racial slurs. Metro Nashville police escorted the children a block away from the scene, but then allowed them to walk home by themselves, according to Jones, and the mother of one of the children. Shameful. The video starts with a group of white men wearing matching t-shirts with the slogan, "Whites Against Replacement," on the back. One of the men is heard asking the young boys where their parents were. The young children attempt to stand up for themselves, only to be mocked and antagonized. Quote, "Are we allowed to let these little inglets make threats?" one of the men asked, while others laughed. "Can you arrest the They have to accompany to town. The officers escorting the children did not confront the white men in any way. You know, officers are allowed to confront. They are allowed to recommend de-escalation if they are afraid of violating the freedom of speech. They are allowed to say, what's your business here? What's your name? They're allowed to ask questions. They decide not to even interact at all with these adult cowards. Quote, "We know that this is about a deeper systemic issue and about a deeper threat that we're experiencing in our state and in our city right now with the increasing rise of white nationalist terror that is targeting our children now," Jones said. After the incident, Jones launched a GoFundMe campaign to raise funds for the children, aiming to assist the family with school supplies, clothing, groceries, and potentially a new drum set. Big ups to them. The incident quickly provoked a response from the Metro Council's Minority Caucus, which strongly condemned the event in a statement issued online. Quote, "Our right to free speech, though fundamental, should not be used to justify grown men weaponizing vile racist language against children." The statement said, "We denounce any form of speech that promotes division, intolerance, or incites hatred." At Wednesday's news conference, Ashton Lee, Forrest's mother, and a close friend of the other three boys' mother, delivered an address that was extremely on point. Quote, "It wasn't right," she said. "I moved to this city, which is supposed to be free. And it happened anyway." Lee revealed that she only discovered her son and his friends were the ones harassed after seeing the viral video of the incident on social media. "It just broke my heart," she said. Lee said the boys have not gone outside the place since the incident. Quote, "It makes me feel some type of way. But I tell the boys that all the white people are not the same," she said. "They feel like everyone is against them, but they're not." She said no other Tennessee lawmakers have contacted her, describing their silence as hurtful. "Everything y'all are doing is hurtful," she said. "Please show the children you care and figure out what y'all can do to help these kids." Hardaway called the neo-Nazi group disgusting and deplorable and emphasized that he was not surprised by what was happening. "To have grown men bully and attempt to intimidate little children is outrageous in this day and time in Nashville, Tennessee," he said. "There is a climate that's been created by the vitriolic dialogue that's going on in the political arena in particular, and we've got to tone it down." He continued, "Those who support white supremacy, we're going to call you out." And I want to remind everyone, we didn't get here with 8 years of President Obama. We got here after 4 years of Donald Trump. You give Donald Trump power again. Understand what kind of country you are creating. The DNA of America, yes, is rooted in racism, bigotry, and corruption. Deal with it. But the nature of the nation does not have to be the nurture of the potential that this nation can be. You can nurture beyond the nature. Yes, the DNA is set. It is there. But enterprises, systems, governments come down to people. These systems are able to transform because of the people who run them. Get good people in, you get a good system. There's more. Video of the incident prompted a flood of strong reactions on social media, with the overwhelming majority of voices condemning the actions of the hate group. If racist punks must one day taste their own medicine. Nashville is really regressing. Sad to see, added another. Some voices said the group of disenchanted white men should pick on someone their own size. Quote, that's just big tough guys treating little kids like that. I bet you won't approach their fathers with that same energy, said one. Another, grown men bullying kids is not okay regardless of race. And then a quote, I can assure you, those people are not Trump voters, LOL. Still, there were some voices who tried to excuse the extreme racism as free speech rights. One commenter, soy_proud, said, quote, I just don't see none wrong. All I see on both sides is freedom of speech. Amen. The person wrote while noting, and that's coming from a colored person, but 100% American. One person said, asked why hateful behavior is protected under the Constitution. I understand the right to protest, but why is it still legal to protect people projecting hate crimes? If you didn't protect them, they won't feel comfortable doing it. You make a great point, and the reality is it doesn't. There are laws in Tennessee against this. There are laws in Nashville, decency laws against it, harassing laws against it, okay? As a matter of fact, for example, in the state of Georgia, you have a law that you cannot use profanity in front of a minor. The way that law is enforced is unfortunate, but it is a law. And it is a state law at that. And there are many of these nuances in the law, especially in city code, that could have been utilized in order to make those children feel safe and to dismiss those cowards who wanted to bully them. All right, we'll bring you updates as they come. Sharon, thoughts here?
Yeah, I get. We don't really need more than human decency here.
Yeah.
So let's knock it off. Let's not stop pretending that we need so many more laws and so many more things for you to be decent. The law is this epic contortionist. What works over here when someone's white suddenly is, oh, we can't, we gotta, no, okay? Yeah. I've seen less at a yoga class. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, and let's do this to the militant Black Panther organization. I don't ask you guys to do much, but if you would, just stop by Nashville for a few days, make your presence known. All right.